even know how to switch this. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and switch this. Okay, I just have to get on because I want to share something really quick, and I hope you guys can see me. And I'm going to make this brief as possible. I have been fortunate enough to really be around a lot of different people from different backgrounds, different economic status, different upbringings. And, when I was younger and I was, in a situation where poverty was like the leading thing in my life, I used to think if I get more money, it will make me, more happier, more accepted, in different groups, right? More, loved by men, it was always, if I get more money, or if I get more education, then I would be, that's going to make me, be in a different class, in a different, area. And all those things may be true, right? You may, like, when I was younger, I was so poor. People, when you're younger, we so stupid, we so superficial, right? We connected to people because of things they can offer us or whatever. Or, we in this click mode of, I want to be a part of this group, and I want to, hey, Tony, I want to be a part of this group, and I want to be a part of that. And we think such at a surface, superficial level, right? And when you get older, you get those things, and, you start interacting around people who, have a lot of money or, a lot of power and status. And you see how they move, right? And moving in the sense of, you see how they interact with people. And you think, you see a crowd of people, right? And you see like in different, I've been very fortunate in my life to be able to be around certain people, CEOs, and I'm talking about in industries, different cultures, and you think that, man, they are, before you have that real life experience, you think that makes them at a higher pedestal, right? Because of what they have accomplished, financially, educationally, corporately, even religious, you think, oh, because they have a great title, that is what, validates them and makes them, quote unquote, important, and I have realized that is the biggest farce in life. What matters most in life is not obtaining all those things, right? Yes, you want to be able to provide for your family, your children, your household. But it's not about how much wealth you can gain. It's not about how many materialistic things you can gain. It's not about, what club will accept you today. It's not about being in the clique. It's really about your character and your integrity. And this week has been a very interesting week for me, a very interesting week, because it has really given me an opportunity just to take a seat back and to really see how people behave, and how people really think about themselves, about you, about others. And it can really frustrate you, especially if you have a passion for people, when you see people who are just focused on power, status, and gaining connections that can, put them in a certain network. And when you're in leadership, it's very difficult to really find out, to really discern who really has a passion for the vision of your leadership, or who is just trying to attach and really be connected to you for what they believe that you can do for them. And I just, this week, I'm digesting. I'm still digesting a little bit of just the experiences of it all. And I just said, I'm thankful for my life. I'm thankful that, I have gotten this revelation earlier in life, to say that, yes, I do want to be able to provide. And my dear friend Phil says, but I don't want to sell my soul for a bankroll. I just don't. That's not who I am. Right? And it's unfortunate you see people and you have this great deal of adoration and respect, because for whatever reason they're older, or if not just older, you feel that they have accomplished more than you, and then you realize they haven't accomplished the one thing that you have accomplished in your life, which is peace of mind and identity. And the identity, knowing that I really don't care who's in the room. I'm not going to morph into the chameleon. You're not going to see me changing colors and, changing my thought process, or being disingenuous, to one person versus the other, telling, one person one thing, then telling somebody else something. It's like sorry guys, I'm just scratching my neck, it's itching. It's cold in Michigan, y'all. I digress. But it's just, I just want people, if that's the gift that I can give people, I would give them the gift of really understanding who they are as an individual and accepting what their life journey will be. And just really loving the fact that it's their life. You don't have to look at what other people have. You don't have to get discouraged when you see someone else that you think is winning at a level you desire to, not because you desire to gain materialistic goods. You desire it to be a blessing and a help to other people and to bring the next person up. But when you be around people, you realize, you say, you know what, you don't really want to bring a person up. You want to pick and choose who the person you deem is that person you should bring up. And that's so unfortunate if you have a mindset that limits, what your understanding is, because you don't know who you are assigned to, like, meaning that you don't know who is going to be the one that receives the blessing that you have. All you know is, if that is what you're supposed to do on this earth, nothing ever do will garner you that peace of mind until you do what you are supposed to do. And doing what you're supposed to do is not giving you the right to say, I'm going to pick that person, like I'm going to pick the person that I'm going to sow into. I'm going to pick this person. No, you have to have an open mind and an open heart to say, that person may not look like this, or that person may not be at this place in their life, but they are the person that I want to sow into, because me sowing into their life will bring the greatest fruit in my life. And see, it's easy. I'm telling y'all, it's easy to sow into somebody you think that's at a certain level. It is so easy because you think, well, okay, this is going to look good for me. But the greatest reward is when you sow into somebody who everybody has written off for whatever reason. Everybody, you don't know what your words, your time, your money will do to the self-esteem of someone who just need the confirmation, or need, and not necessarily a confirmation, but need that push up or that whisper in their ear to say, you know what, brother, you're doing right. I see you moving. You have no idea. I've been watching you. I know you have been struggling, but I see you. I honor you. I love you. I get what you're trying to do. I get it. Don't get discouraged. Keep pressing. Or, I see you, sister. I see exactly what you are trying to do. I don't give a darn how many people have hurt you. You are going to get every single thing you desire to do. Don't carry that pain. Don't carry the pain, son. Don't carry the pain. We see everything that's going on, and every move that's being made, and all this little sneaky behaviors. Like, everything that's done in the dark comes to the light. Y'all, I'm telling you, people think they so sneaky. I have never seen it. I mean, I just said, this is something amazing to me. People think they so sneaky and manipulative. Y'all, it's sickening, okay? In their mind, they really think nobody is seeing any of this. In their mind, they are so far gone, they think that they could They create division as a means to make themselves be more powerful. You know, yeah, I don't even want to go into the truth of everything that was going on because I don't want nobody looking at this YouTube be like, huh? But anyway, y'all all know who y'all are. Let me just say that. And you never know why. There are some people in this world, they are jealous of the weirdest things. I had an opportunity to meet a woman this week who said something to me and it almost broke me down. She said, "You have a gift of strength. And because you have a gift of strength, I need you to understand something." This is a woman I just met. Okay. I moderated a session at a convention, and we were walking out, and she said, I said to her, I said, I would like you to be a part of my network. I said, I'm going to call you. She said, no, I need you in my top 5 of my network. And I'm like, okay, she older, she more accomplished. I'm like, hmm. And she said, I want to say something to you. She said, I'm very impressed by you. I've only met you a couple times. We were on a conference call together, and she said, you are very strong. And she don't understand the challenges that I was faced with this week where I felt so weak. I felt so weak and so attacked in my spirit. And she said, you are so strong. And I said, okay. And I'm thinking, does she really know me? She said, no, I just picked up from you. She said, you are very strong. And she said, what I need you to understand and accept, that is a gift. And she slowed me down because I was, doing my smiling, Pauline. Okay, thank you. She said, no, I need you to understand that is a gift. And because it is a gift, there are people who are very envious and dogmatic to an individual who has a strength that just resonates when they walk in the room. And, my grandmother used to always say, I just think about what Pauline said to me when I was little, that you never have to shine your light, Paulina. Wherever you go, your light will shine for itself. And she said, Paulina, do the sun have to say, I'm the sun, I'm the sun? The sun just be calm. When it rises, it's the sun. She said, Paulina, wherever you go, you are going to walk in a room, and this is what my grandmother said, and Lord, I miss her so much. And she said, you are going to walk in the room, and everyone will know Paulina has arrived, and you won't have to say anything. And I just thought about what that woman shared when she said that strength. She said, Paulina, it's a gift. Not everybody has it. And I never thought about my personality in that way. I'm a jovial person. Like, I like to bring joy to people. I like to see people smile. I'm cracking jokes, things like that. But there is one thing you won't ever do. I may, get knocked down, or I may get attacked in a certain way, but what you will never, ever, ever, ever win a fight against me. And I'm not talking about a physical fight. I'm talking about a spiritual fight, in that I have, I pull from the strength. And this, I'm just gonna have to say this. I pull from the strength of not only my own life experiences, I pull from the strength of my mother's life experiences. I pull from the strength of my grandmother's life experiences, meaning that I know what has been implanted inside of me, and I know what my life is supposed to be. And where you may be impressed with what you think I have or what you think I have attained, none of this matters to me, because at the end of the day, my purpose on this earth is to continue the legacy that was, seeds planted in my grandmother when she was working at sugarcane plantation in Tuskegee, Alabama, when my mother was homeless, living in foster home, being abused, and when I was, homeless, going through what, like, I this is all that strength coming up inside of me, right? So with that being said and done, I'm not gonna cower down to somebody who think that they have more money than me, they have more status than me, or because you think you better than me, or you think you better, like, I'm this, I'm that. I could care less. Guess what? Because you're nothing in my eyes, because you're miserable. And the reason why you are miserable, because you feel like you have to try to oppress or be dogmatic to someone else who has something that you will never have. And that's what the lady said. This gift of strength. Because, see, I can leave everything. I can walk out of a room. You, on the other hand, have to be in that room. I don't have to be in that room. I don't. I can walk and say, guess what? If I'm not in this network, guess who's still going to be amazing? Paulina. You feel like you need that network. I do not. I appreciate every experience, but I'm not tied to that. And so when I understand that I am not tied to that and I'm okay with that, I get why that is offensive to people. Like, my identity, I'm telling you, and I understand more and more and more and more in my life. And this is why you have to think about it. And thank you guys for watching. Okay, I really appreciate you guys for watching, listening to this rambling. I know y'all like, what is Paulina doing? Okay, I just had a great time. But I was just thinking, because I was encouraging someone with some words, and I know this person is being manipulated and used for what they can bring to the table to something, and it's not fair. But at the same time, I gotta get people have to come to their own understanding and revelation, like I did. Like we all have to journey that way to in our own time, but also understand, like I said, nothing a person does, that manipulation, it don't yield that person benefits. They may get over for that time period, but they're not going to win the battle against you, especially when you're dealing with pure spirits and evil spirits. It just don't happen. Like, it won't happen. And so I just thought about, I said, a lot of people, I don't care what they have. I've met people who have had little materialistic things, but they are so wealthy compared to other people because of their mindset, because of their heart, because of the joy that resonates within them, because of that security that I don't gotta be in every man's face to know that I am a desirable woman. As a single woman, I don't have to be in every woman's face. Every woman's face, y'all, as a man, to know that you are a desirable man. You don't have to, have somebody come and pat you on the back and say, yes, you are the chosen one. And because a person who you think, hold on a second, y'all, a person who you think that, a person who you think doesn't possess the power you wish you had, if they give you some words of encouragement, it like goes off. You don't even want to hear what they have to say, because you like, it's no big deal. I want so and so to validate me. That's the poison of the devil. That's the poison of the devil. The poison of the devil. And I'm telling you, if you guys do not get that under, I'm sorry, I don't know why it's like going off. If you don't get that understanding sooner, you will be wasting a lot of your time. I'm telling you, whew, I'm telling you, you would waste a lot of your time trying to wait for people to really value who you are. And don't value, I know sometimes when we in that struggle, we say, man, if I could just pay these bills, if I could just, life is going to be better. Guess what? You're going to get to the place where you're going to be able to pay all them damn bills. Oops, I'm cussing. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, y'all know I didn't say a few words. But where you get to the place where you have, you can pay the bills, you can do all those things. And then you'll get in all that environment and you'll look and you'll be like, this, you people are miserable. You guys are miserable. You gotta keep up a front. Like, and they get mad at somebody who like me. I walk in the room like, I'm not intimidated. Hi, how are you? I'm Paulina. Like, I'm not intimidated because I don't value that. I'm not walking around valuing a person whose character is questionable from all fronts. Who integrity is like, okay, I see what you're saying to me now, but what are you saying behind my back, right? Or it's that thing, you walk in a room and it's like, oh, here she go. Here, it's like, I've not even said anything. So what is what? Like, what is, you know, who can, like, it's just what matters most, guys, is your character, your integrity, the ability to feel whole within outside of any influence. And don't let people sell this farce to you that you must be accepted by a group, a church, a clique within your family in order to be whole. You can be totally by yourself and whole. You can be totally at peace and by yourself. Like, you don't have to be around any of that. And then the thing that's so amazing is when you do have that peace, you can walk right in the midst of all of that, and it's a joke to you. It's like watching a movie. You're like, okay, let me see how this person gonna move. Okay, let me see how that person gonna move. Let me just see what this person gonna do. Let me just like you really are obsessed with people who are just using you. They don't really have a heart for you, but because you think this is a certain level, they just gonna use you for all that they can. And then when they don't, what did you think you were gonna get a gold star from them? Guess what? They're not those people. Why would they give you a gold star when you're helping them? You're helping. No, they're not going to give you a gold star because they got issues within themselves and they want all the accolades for themselves. So all I'm saying to you guys, and I'm going to end this, okay, is that you really have to accept and understand what matters most is your character and your integrity. It period. Period. Because at the end of the day, you may not get what you wanted at that point in time, but at the same time you can smile and be proud of yourself to say, look, I didn't sell my soul to the devil. I didn't sell my soul for what? I don't need to be placed on a stage that's fraudulent. I don't need to be put in a foundation, as my daughter say, that is built on rocks and rice. No stability. That I realize that I have outgrown that aspect of my life. That was a time period, and that was an experience that was meant to grow me, but that's not what matters most to me. What matters most to me is that I can say, you know what, this was because of God's doing. So I just I just want you guys to understand what matters most is really, it matters is you, your character, and your integrity. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am in my garage now, so I'm going to get out of this car and go upstairs. So you guys have a blessed day. All right.